Muy buenas tardes chicos, espero que hayan estado muy bien el día de hoy. En la semana pasada no pudimos realizar la clase, esta semana lo vamos a realizar y la próxima semana será nuestro examen de inglés. Igual vamos a tener clases normales, ¿sí? Hoy día vamos a empezar con nuestro past continuo. Yes, un poquito más vamos a hablar sobre el past continuo. Yes, listen please with the next. Yes, so let's go to the past simple. Yes, so listen.
Hi everyone. Hola a todos. My name is Mr. P y juntos vamos a aprender a hablar en inglés. Hoy continuaremos hablando de formas verbales, en concreto del past continuous. El past continuous se utiliza para acciones que ocurrieron temporalmente en el pasado. Para formar el past continuous se utiliza el verbo to be en pasado seguido del gerundio del verbo. Hay que decir que el gerundio se forma con el verbo en infinitivo seguido de ing. Por ejemplo, I was working in a restaurant. Yo estaba trabajando en un restaurante. El past continuous se utiliza en varios casos. Cuando existe una acción que se interrumpe o modifica con otra. Por ejemplo, Anna came when I was sleeping. Ana vino cuando yo estaba durmiendo. It started to rain while we were playing. Empezó a llover mientras estábamos jugando. También se usa para hablar de una acción que estaba desarrollándose en un momento del pasado. Por ejemplo, I was watching TV at 10 o'clock. Yo estaba viendo la tele a las 10. Puedes usar el past continuous para describir una situación o escena. It was raining and he was carrying an umbrella. Estaba lloviendo y él estaba usando un paraguas. Es importante saber que el past continuous se usa para acciones que no son constantes o hábitos. Para eso se usa el past simple. Para formar oraciones afirmativas, pondremos el sujeto, seguido del verbo to be en pasado, y seguido del gerundio del verbo principal. Por ejemplo, he was eating. Él estaba comiendo. They were listening. Ellos estaban escuchando. Para frases negativas, pondremos el sujeto, seguido del verbo to be en pasado, seguido de not o su forma contraída, y por último el gerundio del verbo principal. Por ejemplo, he wasn't eating. Él no estaba comiendo. They weren't listening. Ellos no estaban escuchando. Para oraciones interrogativas, ponemos primero el verbo to be en pasado, seguido del sujeto, y por último el gerundio del verbo principal. Por ejemplo, was he eating? ¿Estaba comiendo? Were they listening? ¿Estaban escuchando? Vamos a practicar lo que hemos aprendido. ¿Cómo dirías? Ruth estaba cantando en casa. A. Ruth is singing at home. B. Ruth was singing at home. O C. Ruth was singing at home. Y la respuesta correcta es la B. Ruth was singing at home. ¿Cómo dirías? Él no estaba esperando. A. He wasn't waiting. B. He weren't waiting. O C. He isn't waiting. Y la respuesta correcta es la A. He wasn't waiting. Y por último, ¿cómo?
¿No? Ok. ¿Cómo dirías también, no? En diferentes actions. Nosotros en esta oportunidad vamos a usar number 2. Yes, the number 2 say the actions. So, let's continue with the next. This is some interview with the other people. Listen, please.
I was cleaning, you were cooking, he was playing, they were looking side by side.
This is about describing the past activities.
This is Side by Side TV News Morning Edition with Bob Rogers and Jackie Williams, Maria Hernandez with the weather, and Chip Stevens on sports.
Good morning, everybody. Along with Jackie Williams, I'm Bob Rogers. Well, as you all know by now, there was a blackout in Centerville last night. The lights went out all over town.
Side-by-side TV news reporter Scott Mason is standing by downtown to find out what people were doing last night when the lights went out. Scott, are you there?
Yes, this is about
Jackie,
what
it
people,
seems like everybody in town is talking about the blackout last night. Everyone has a story to
last
tell.
night, ¿no? Lo que estuvieron haciendo
What
la
were
semana
you
pasada.
doing last night when the lights went out?
Por la noche.
I was washing the dishes, and my wife was giving the baby a bath.
I was washing my clothes at the laundromat, and suddenly everything got dark. My husband and I were watching TV, and our children were doing their homework.
And what were you doing last night when the lights went out? Excuse me.
Yeah?
What were you doing last night when the lights went out?
Did the lights go out last night?
Yes, the lights went out all over town.
Huh. How about that? I didn't even know. I was listening to music all night.
You were listening to music, but there was no electricity.
Batteries.
So you see, Bob and Jackie, everybody's talking about what they were doing last night when the lights went out. But why did the lights go out? To find the answer, side-by-side TV news reporter Gloria Rodriguez is standing by at the...
Yes, now this is about what these people talking about with the what activities where you go, where you do, no, where you doing. So some people's talking about with the last night. What did you do, no? Or what were you doing, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que estuvieron haciendo ayer o semanas atrás, ¿no? Son unas acciones, actividades que han ocurrido. So, okay, this is the little actions, no? The little conversations about with another persons, you talking about with the was or the were, yes? Okay, what is the past action, no? This is the describing the action in the past, ¿no? Es lo que tú puedes describir una acción que has realizado en el pasado, ¿no? También estamos familiarizando con el was y con el were, ¿no? For example, you use the was más the verb más ing, yes? So, okay, this is the short concept about this topic. So, the next, let's see, no? This is the passive continuo. Okay, now un reforzamiento del past continuo with the singular and the plural. So this is the affirmative and the negative for, no? Was or were. So now let's continue and check it out these conversations, no? These conversations is about with yesterday, yes? So, okay, now listen this, no? This is yesterday in the afternoon, there was an accident near at the school. So the police officer was interviewing some persons about the accident. No, this is the accident they have that these persons, I think, died. No? They say, what are their names? Hi, my name is Oliver, her name is Nicole, and his name is Gregory. What time did the accident happen? At 3 p.m. What were they doing? I was walking across the street. I was running past that video shop, but I wasn't in the accident. I was walking up the steps. What type of vehicles hit in the bicyclist? It was a van. Whose fault was the accident? I was the bus driver's. ¿No? Ok, esto de aquí nos está contando, ¿no? Lo que ha ocurrido en ese accidente for the front and the school. Now let's use the walking across, the running past, walking up. Yes, so this is some phrases. These phrases y the prepositions que tenemos a continuación. ¿No? Aquí tenemos, dice, preposition of the movement, ¿no? On the moment. Are used to show movement or from the place, ¿no? O sea, lo que trata de que tú puedas usar esas frases para que tú puedas moverte o you doing the activities, ¿no? Where you walk. So, tenemos aquí entonces off, on, along, in, past, up, out, across, down. No, this is the preposition getting off or getting on the bus. No, o subir o bajar, walking up or walking down the step, no, subir escalones o bajar escalones, no. Getting out, getting down is the same, I think. Getting out and getting down. Getting out the cart or getting off, no, getting out, or getting into the car, no, o sea, dentro o fuera del car. Cycling down the street, no, you go to the cycling, walking across the street, running past the video shops. No, for example, they have this video about the movement. Yes, listen.
He looked around, so he looked in different directions, left, right, up, down, and so on.
This is along.
Along means in a straight line plus parallel to something.
No, this is the long.
She's walking along the stream. The woman walked along the street.
No, this is along.
He's cycling along the road.
A lo largo, lo continuo.
Instead of along, you can often use up or down instead in conversational English. For example, instead of he's cycling along the road, you could say he's cycling up the road or he's cycling down the road. Confusingly, up and down can mean exactly the same thing. Sometimes there's a small difference. Up can mean towards you, and down can mean away from you. So these two sentences could mean the same thing. They could also be different. The first sentence with up could mean that she's walking towards you, and the second sentence with down could mean that she's walking away from you. The couple walked under the bridge.
This is walking up.
She passed under the fallen tree. Same. So you pass from one under, correct? But
this is up and down. This is up and down.
To the across the street.
This is here, across.
Across means from one side of something to the other.
No, this is the across the street.
When the lights turned green, they walked across the street. We walked across a narrow wooden bridge. When you use across, there normally isn't anything above you. Use it for open spaces. For closed spaces, do you know which preposition to use?
The throw is the same, I think. So the next.
And then it moves through a toilet, it moves outside, and it exits through with large open spaces, especially natural spaces, fields, parks, gardens, cities, and so on. When you can use both, across has a more specific meaning than through. Both mean that you entered a space and then exited it, but across also tells you where you exited.
This is a tower.
It's away from different. Towards tells you
yes, the next is out and into. Out of or into.
Into has two common meanings as a preposition of movement. First, it can mean to enter. He dived into the water.
Dentro.
She came into the office. Into can also mean to collide with something. The cars crashed into each other. The opposite of into, meaning enter, is out of.
The out of, no?
She took the instruments out of the cupboard.
Sacar, out of. Oh,
he got out of his car to fill it up with petrol.
This is the past.
I was walking past the cafe when I saw my friend sitting inside. The two women walked past the parking garage. If you walk past something, for example a house, you start with the house in front of you, you walk past the house, and then the house is behind you.
Up and down.
Up and down have two common meanings as prepositions of movement. First, you have the basic meaning, to a higher or lower position. She's walking up the hill. When we let go of the lanterns, they flew up into the sky.
No, they flew up. Or
he walked down the stairs while talking on the phone. The roller coaster accelerated down a steep. He looked around
this
on the phone.
Huh? Okay, chicos.
The roller coaster accelerated down a steep.
The steep or drop, no down. Okay, hemos aquí repasado the some preposition, the movement. So, okay, tenemos aquí entonces, yo sé que ustedes se pueden acordar. Okay, the first, what is it? What is it that is? Walking down. Yes, the next. Yes, do you remember? Walking up. No, walking up. The next. What is it? No, or walking on the buses. Okay, this is getting. Ain't the same, no? Getting on or getting down. No, getting out or getting down the steps. Yes. Okay, the next. Getting out of the car. The next. Getting into the cart. Getting into the cart. The next. Yes, this is cycling, no? Cycling down the street, no? Cycling down the street. The next. This is walking, no? Walking across the street. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, now this is the same that alone. Yes. Okay, this is some phrases about this. The preposition, the movement. So, okay. Vamos entonces con nuestro siguiente exercise. Muy bien, chicos, ahora estamos aquí para hacer nuestro Let's Practice, ya que hemos observado muy bien la clase del día de hoy. Yes, so dice, let's practice. Look at the pictures. What were these people doing in the cafe center at 6 o'clock yesterday evening? Use the verbs. ¿No? Vamos a usar entonces the verbs. Yes, do you remember that when we use? ¿No? Usamos los subjects plus el was o también puede ser were. Plus, ¿no? Plus the verb and ing. Yes. So, okay, look, listen at these pictures. No, they have the Steve, they have the Sasha, they have the Gina, they have the Emma and Dave. Now, for example, Steve. Tenemos aquí los verbos read, watch, make, and talk. Was Steve? What's Steve doing? Oh, what was Steve doing? Yes, ¿no? Look at the TV, ¿no? Watch. Entonces diríamos aquí, what do you say? Okay. Diríamos, Steve. Muy bien, excellent. Vamos a usar entonces, Steve is the subject. Steve is the subject. Steve es como he, de él. Do you remember the subject? He, she, it. Yes. Steve was. Ok, está mirando, ¿no? Estuvo mirando televisión. Steve was watching. Very good. Was watching TV, ¿no? Steve was watching TV, ¿no? Steve estuvo mirando televisión. Yes, yesterday evening. That's at 6 o'clock. Okay, Gina. Gina, what Gina, no? What was Gina doing? Yes, Gina. Yes, talk. Yes, entonces dice, ¿no? Gina to her friends. Gina was talking. Yes, very good. Gina told, ¿no? Gina was talking to her friends. Gina estuvo hablando con su amiga. Yes. Emma, what is it, Emma? Yes. What's she doing? What was she doing here? Yes. Emma, I think make. Or no. Because this is her homework. Yes. Okay. Emma was making her homework, I think. Yes or no? Yes, so yes, it's okay. With the next, what is the next? No, for example, or I think make or I think do, ¿no? Because make es hacer, pero I think the do es realizar, ¿no? Muy bien, vamos a agregar, chicos, aquí agréguenle. Igual lo va a estar ahí agregado el do. Yes. So, ok, puede ser aquí, ¿no? Entonces, Emma was, ¿no? Was doing, yes, ahora sí creo que no. Emma was doing her homework. Dave, what is Dave? No, what was he doing? Dave, I think Dave doing or watching or seeing, yes, or reading, I think. A book, I think a book, yes. Entonces Dave was reading. Yes, was reading a book, ¿no? Dave estuvo leyendo un libro. Sasha, what is Sasha? A phone call, ¿no? Sasha, yes, Sasha hizo, ¿no? De hacer. Do you remember the make? Make significa hacer o realizar. Entonces diríamos, Sasha was making a phone call. Yes, Sasha estuvo llamando por teléfono, ¿no? O estaba haciendo una llamada telefónica. Yes. Okay, this is the action, no? What day? Yes. No, what were these people doing in this cafe center at 6 o'clock yesterday evening? Yes. So this is talking about with the action in the past. Yes. O lo que haya ocurrido también. Maybe. Muy bien, chicos, vamos entonces with the next, en la siguiente. Muy bien, chicos. Do you remember the prepositions? Yes. This is off. Getting off. Salir. This here. Dentro. How do you say dentro? O encima, I think. Yes. No? Do you remember? In. Very good. Dentro. In. Number 3. What do you say number 3? What is the same? This is the, I think, with the largo going along with the time, I think. Yes, what do you say? Yes, along. Along. The next. This is, I think, with the over, the table, over, no? Sobre, yeah, in English, how do you say? Yes. Yes, okay. This is, what do you say? This is on, ¿no? Sobre. Yes. Vamos a poner un poquito para continuar. Yes, this is, what do you say? And this here. ¿No? Por ejemplo, ¿no? Él está caminando y tú estás ahí en la cafetería y él está pasando. En inglés, past. Very good. The next, ¿no? Está yendo por arriba. En inglés, how do you say? Up. Very good. The next, ¿no? Ya está saliendo de ahí. How do you say? ¿No? De salir. Go, out, out of. Very good. Out of. The next, what do you say? No, this is the cross. Across. Very good. Across. And the next, no, this is up. The next is down. Yes, good. No, practice please, porque esto viene en el examen también. Yes, the use, the prepositions. Yes. Muy bien. And the next and the finally, yes. So, muy bien, chicos. Aquí en la tercera y última parte de nuestra clase del día de hoy, yes, dice, write about what were you doing? Yes, vamos para que me escuchen muy bien. No, lo que tú hayas realizado, por ejemplo, ayer. No, they have the different times. Yes. For example, 10 o'clock last night, 2:30 last Saturday afternoon, 7:45 this morning, or 5 to 4 yesterday afternoon. Yes, ¿qué es lo que tú hayas realizado? Puedes usar estas frases también. Yes, for example, yo voy a dar mi ejemplo. Yes, voy a agarrar primero esta frase. No, por ejemplo, aquí ya te ayudé. I was watching. No, at 10 o'clock last night, I was watching TV. Yes. Tú también puedes realizar otras opciones, pero usando siempre el presente, el past continuo, ¿no? Past continuo. ¿Qué es lo que trata el past continuo? Do you remember aquí, in here? Yes. No, el past continuo it's about the describir está haciendo, ¿no? Lo que estábamos haciendo en el pasado. Yes, por ejemplo, ayer. Yes. Ok, vamos entonces aquí. Ustedes han observado algunos ejemplos también. Yes. Por ejemplo, yo voy a empezar con el time. Voy a cambiar el watching TV por another activities, ¿no? Lo que hice ayer, por ejemplo. Ok. Yesterday, in 10 o'clock last night, I was reading a newspaper. No, I was reading a book. Estuve leyendo un libro. I was reading a book. The next, okay, 2:30 last Saturday afternoon. 2:30. Do you remember 2:30? 2:30 media hora. 2:30. 2:30, 2:30 last night. I think I was washing the dishes. Yo estuve lavando la ropa this time. No, the clothes. No, the dishes, the plates, no los platos. I was washing the dishes. 7:45. 7:45, un cuarto para las 8. In this morning, I was having breakfast with my family. No, yo tuve desayuno en esa hora. O 7:45. 5:45. Las 5. No, 5 minutos para las 4. Yesterday afternoon, no? Ayer, for example. I was, no? Yes. I was listening to music. I was listening to music. Yes. Muy bien, chicos, ustedes también van a completar aquí qué actividad realizaron, ¿no? What you were doing yesterday, ¿no? O last Saturday o this morning, ¿no? This morning, for example, today, ¿no? Porque ya pasó. Yes. Muy bien, chicos, la tarea de your homework aquí está. Your homework. Ustedes van a observar, aquí tienen sus letritas. Por ejemplo, aquí tenemos la letra M, ¿no? For example, I was cycling across the street. Ok, M. Y ustedes van leyendo y van completando en qué número en letra será. Luego aquí, ¿no? Igual como hemos hecho en la parte de arriba, yes, vamos a completar con el I was, yes. Obviamente mi adjetivo tiene que cambiar junto con el ing, yes. Y luego vas a unir, ¿no? En la letra. Ustedes van a observar aquí y luego lo van a poner cuál letra es la indicada. Y es igual aquí formando, ¿no? El verbo con ing. Muy bien, chicos, muchas gracias entonces por estar aquí el día de hoy y nos vemos en la siguiente clase. Bye bye, chicos. Thank you.